year, I lost my job and jumped right back into full-time entrepreneurship. And even with all of my planning, I still felt very overwhelmed and not productive. So that's when I realized I needed to lead myself differently using Kaizen and self-coaching. I have 3 responsibilities: a nonprofit, a for-profit, and a ministry. And I used to think that the right planner would fix my life, but soon I would always abandon the system. And like so many of us, I would get myself into this cycle of start strong, get overwhelmed, give up, let this process sit, and then I would feel guilty because I didn't remain consistent. But every single thing changed the day I wrote myself a different kind of note. It wasn't a to-do list, but it was one honest question. So I asked, Toyinda, what can you improve that will compound over time? And that's when I remember my 6 Sigma Yellow Belt course where we studied Kaizen, the Japanese principle that says change is for better with small, steady steps. And one day I was looking in the mirror and I just said to myself, I need to merge Kaizen and self-coaching. And I really began to lead my life and guide my life. And I wasn't forcing it, I wasn't fixing it, but I was really growing. So let me tell you how this works. It's called self-coaching the Kaizen way. It's 3 practical steps done every day without the overwhelm. And I was integrating rhythm inside of my movement. Here's step 1, it's reflect with better questions. So ask yourself, how can you improve by 1%? Not 100%, just 1. And at night, I would also turn off my notifications and reflect again. What did I learn? What was I surprised about? And what can I carry until tomorrow? Because small steps lead to big awareness. So here's step 2, track tiny wins. And this is just small steps well tracked. Here are mine: a 10-minute clarity break, an email that I forwarded along, and then a thing that I delegated. And it's not about being perfect, but it's about celebrating when you stay on task. It's about showing up for yourself every single day. And I love this because it challenges me. So I am moving to step 3, and step 3 is to create gentle accountability. I've noticed when I'm not quite overwhelmed, but just whelmed, and that's when I shift, right? I shift and ask myself questions. So think about this: self-coaching, or actually the self-help, causes you to push into performance. And for me, my eye was twitching. But self-coaching helps you to move forward with presence. And you might not want to hear this, but a lot of times we coach others better than we coach ourselves. And we just need to become compassionate coaches for our own self. I'm talking to the leader who's always on, talking to the achiever who is burned out, and also the dreamer who is overwhelmed. I'm really talking to myself, not you all. Kaizen reminds us that it's all about the progress, so we don't have to rush into this thing, but we need to just become the person that we're meant to become and not be overwhelmed in the process. And this is very personal, so I want you all to ask yourself tomorrow morning, how can I grow by 1%? And do it, track it, and then let that be enough for you. When I fall off task, when I lose the rhythm, I always remember grace over guilt, and I get myself back on task. So we have to be kind to ourselves. Growth is not about demanding force. It's about being intentional, paying attention, and taking those small practical steps so that we can win. You don't need more noise, you don't need more pressure, and you don't need more hustle. But what we need is to stay into that rhythm that supports our growth without that overwhelm. So what I want you to do is to coach yourself Kaizen your life, and remain in that rhythm of reflect, track, and create gentle accountability. Thank you.